Hey, how is everybody today? Let me get back to the comments. Good morning. Good morning, Rosie, Marie, Ryan. Good morning. So I've only found one that may be giving us some information. Today, Chad is in court. I know that there's some motions that he has put that he wants cameras in the courtroom. Now, I don't know if Lori is showing up today. I'm just trying to... Just give me a second, you guys. I've got two reporters that are at the courtroom, so hopefully I will be able to get some stuff from them. So far, I'm only seeing that the one is saying she is there, but nothing about if they're going to be able to. We don't even know if the judge is going to allow them to send out information from the courthouse. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. Judge Boyce made the ruling. We know that no cameras or photography or anything is allowed in the court hearings, but we know that Chad Daybell has put in a motion saying that he wants the cameras there. So that's what I'm waiting on right now for. Like I said, I've got a couple reporters up on my screen to see if they are going to be able. We don't even know if they're going to be able to do the information coming out. I don't know if they're allowed their laptops or whatever. So it's going to be a wait and see. Oh, you guys, Rosie says, I just seen it. Where is it? How is Gorgeous Gucci? Gorgeous Gucci. This is Gorgeous. Epic. Say hello. Look up there. This is Gooch. This is Gucci. He's there. I can fit him all on camera. He's so small. But this is him. What's that, Gooch? What's that? You looking? Looking at himself on the screen. It's been a rough few days. Letitia is also in court today. Now, I don't know if that one is going to be shown either. There's some stuff going on there also. I don't know if I will be able to cover that because this little guy here has an already scheduled one. I bought him. Here he is, Glitchy. When I bought him, he has his needles scheduled for today at 4 o'clock. So depending on what time hers is at, I still got to look into that. There's also 1 o'clock. There's going to be a press conference regarding little baby Quentin Simon. Okay, you went down. Okay, go on. Go play then. Okay, I'm full of hair. That's at 1 o'clock. So if I do have time, you guys, I will try and stream that one for you if I can find where it's going to be. I have seen the police department, the Chatham Police Department, say that there is going to be a press conference at 1. Don't mind me. I'm trying to get all this hair off me as this is going to be so different, you guys. Okay, let me just turn my camera off. Hello, Fluffy Hedgehog and Amy. Hello, everybody. So we're just waiting for this to get started. Like I said, I'm following a few people here to see if the judge is going to allow them to send out information on their laptops from the courtroom. They may not be able to, but I am here in case they can. Then I will be able to let you guys know everything that's going on. Now, we do know that Chad has filed tons of motions. There's more and more every day. But a couple of those are, one is to sever. He wants to sever his trial now from Lori. Another one is to continue the trial until October of 2023. Another one is regarding he wants cameras in the courtroom. Another one is something about a grand jury that was held in December. He wants the transcripts or the lowdown on what happened there, what's going on there. Now, from what I understand is the grand jury that was held in December had nothing to do with him. So even if he was entitled to anything from that, being that it was about him, you don't get that anyway, but it had nothing to do with him. So they're saying that he is not entitled to any of that, even if it was about him. So that has already, I think, been, I don't know, you guys, there's just been so many. Yeah, I've got one of these. I got myself a couple of these, and I got a sticky one, and I've got a big one for the couch. Oh, my cat is a white cloud of fluff. Yeah, like she is. He is. I keep calling her she because my last dog was a she. He is just a ball of energy. It's been a little bit of a trying time with he will not go on the pee pads at all in the house. So I am taking him out every hour or so outside, and he's been doing pretty good with that, but he does have accidents in the house, and it's not on the pee pads. I had to take my carpeting out of my living room and kind of keep him sequestered in this area so he can get to me when I'm on the computer working and stuff like that. But I did have to take my living room carpet out because even though there's pee pads down, he'd go and do his business on my carpet. So it was like, no, not happening. So it's been a little trying. I'm tired, lack of sleep. I got puppy brain fog. That's what I'm going to call it. My whole schedule is upside down. What I used to do in the mornings when I first get up is no longer. That's a vision of the past. Gucci, stop biting the... Oh, come here. Stop it. No. No. Bad. There. Oh. Sorry about that, you guys. Please bear with me. It's only been a couple days I've had him, so he's getting there, but he's just decided he wanted to go and chew on one of my chairs that I inherited from my grandpa. That's a no-no. So, yes, I have little puppy treats for puppies that I give him when he goes pee and poop outside. He has no problem with the pooping outside. That's perfect. It's the pee-pee. So far, cross our fingers, since yesterday afternoon, he hasn't done nothing in the house. But I was taking him out every hour. So, and then after a certain time at night, he doesn't get any more food or drink. So, yeah, it's a process. Anyway, back to this here. So Chad Daybell has a ton of things that he wants done today. I don't know how much of it they're going to get to. I don't know what the judge is going to rule at this point. As far as we know, Lori's case has been put on hold again. They are waiting results from some competency. Now, I don't know, you guys, if she's actually going to go back for a full evaluation or if she's gone back. But I have seen in the court day docket list that the trial is now scheduled for March 17th. It says trial, March 17th, 2023. Now, I don't know if that's been done in secret. There's just so much. If I sound all over the place, you guys, number one is puppy brain, but number two is so much is being done in secret. So we don't know. We just get like little bits and pieces in the filings that we can see. We don't get the full story. So we have to try and piece things together. And sometimes that's just not possible because you don't know what they're talking about, right? But I do see that I got a Vine message saying that on March 17th, there's the trial. So I don't know what that is. I don't know why. I don't know if she came back competent again, if they did like a mini hearing. No. Come here. Come here. Okay, you gotta go in here because I got to get in there. Sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna put him in his cage for now. Because he's over there biting on my chairs and stuff. So, okay, so yeah, you gotta train him just like a man. Hello, Dawn. Good morning, everybody coming in. Okay, so let me just check over here and see because they should be starting anytime. Let me just see if there's anything here. Let me see from. Okay, so I do have, just let me answer her. Okay, so I just got one of the reporters that got back to me, and she said that she will be sending out information as much as she can because Judge Boyce is really putting the hammer down, you guys. Hello, Dawn from Kitchener. Hello, Lama Lines. Off topic, but very curious of your opinion. Do you think charges will ever be brought against Barry Morphew again? Can't get my mind. I'm optimistic. I'm keeping my fingers crossed is the best that I can say. I feel unless they find her body or somebody talks, I think it's going to be a long time. He is also back in court. Let me just see. He's back in court on the 25th of October. Now, I don't know if we are going to be able to get in to see that or not to find out because there's so much going around about that case too. We're not sure about anything. We don't even know what that hearing's about. A lot of people have made a lot of different comments regarding it, but I have no idea. Okay, so I've got one. Okay, let me find another one now just so I've got a backup. So I can bring you everything that is going on. There's a couple here that usually... Okay, so this reporter says the court is wasting time even considering her competency. She's doing what she does best, playing games and manipulating the situation to suit her wants, her needs. It's a stall tactic. I'm angry and disappointed beyond belief. That's one of the reporters. Hello, Desi. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Mommy Minds. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I'm just trying to find a bunch that are at this hearing. So I have one that says she is going to send out as much information as she can. Okay, so Chad Daybell just walked in with his attorney. Lori's attorneys are here, but she is not. There was an order to transport from jail to here this morning, but we have not seen her yet. So she is coming today. She is going to be there today. So this ought to be interesting, you guys, because if Lori is brought, this lady here is saying that there was an order to transport from the jail this morning for her, but she's not there yet. And if she is, maybe she's in the back. Maybe she's going to appear by yeah, like a Zoom or something from within the courtroom. So just send her a message and asked. Okay. Okay, let me go back over here. So Chad's there with his lawyer. They just walked in. There's a transport order for Lori, but she's not there yet. Okay, did you hear about Quentin? Yes. He's been pronounced deceased. He wasn't pronounced. Let's get this right. They told the family that they believe he is deceased. They have not found his body, and they have not laid any charges yet. But the mother is the prime suspect. I know the grandmother put out a tweet. I've seen or a tweet or a Facebook post or something saying that he was in a landfill, but the police have not said any of that yet. Okay. So I'm waiting. You guys know I keep things factual and verified here. I do know that there was a police statement put out last night that they told the family that he is presumed deceased, but he's not been pronounced deceased yet. So let's get this right, okay? There is going to be a press conference at 1 p.m. If I am able, I will bring that to you guys. If not, I will put something in the community tab as to what they have said. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's so friggin' sad. Okay, so let me just go back here and see if there's anything. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Nate, because Nate Eaton said that he was going to be there, but I'm not seeing anything from him. And he's one of the top ones that usually get information out. Okay, let me just see if anything else. I have heard, though, and that is verified, that the other children have been removed from the home and are somewhere safe. Oh, what's this? What is this? Hang on a sec, you guys. Like I said, there's so much. Oh, there's been an order that's been filed in the Chad Daybell. It's hard to read. It's so small. Hang on. Cell phones all have to be turned off. Other devices shall not. Oh my gosh. It sounds like they are going to be telling everybody to turn off all devices. I just seen this now. But I have somebody who is sending out information. Okay, so we just got an order also that was just posted. Order vacating order to transport on October 5th. The court. Oh gosh, you guys, I can't even. Okay, let me save this so I can blow it up. Hang on. probably going to give us some information right here. Hang on. So Lori probably won't be here. Chad's already there. Okay, here we are. Order vacating, order to transport. This was just filed last night. October 5th, the court entered an order to transport the defendant to the Fremont County Courthouse in order to attend a scheduled motions hearing for her case. Subsequently, on October 6th, the court entered an order suspending proceedings pending the determination of the defendant's competency to stand trial. Therefore, all hearings in this case for October 13th are vacated, in the October 5th, 2022 order authorizing transport of the defendant is vacated. And that was signed yesterday. So she's not going to be here. Chad's already there. So there was a new order vacating the transport order for Lori Vallow, and also all her court proceedings have been put on hold. Okay, let me just see if there's anything more coming out regarding the Chad thing. Like I said, I'm surprised Nate Eaton is not saying anything. It might not have started. The last I've got is from one of the reporters just saying that Chad had just walked in with his attorney. And Lori's attorneys are there, but she's not. Sorry, you guys, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm trying to find a couple other people that may be getting information out from the courtroom. Okay, so here's the official from Brian Enton. He says, an awful update. Chatham County Police say they have notified Quentin Sliman's family that they believe he is deceased. Okay, so I forget what it was. Pronounced. Somebody said that he was pronounced earlier. No, he hasn't. But they've notified Quentin's family that they believe he is deceased. Police say they have named his mother, Leanne Simon, as the prime suspect in his disappearance and death, but no arrests have been made. Now, I did see, I'm just going to talk about this while we fill in the time here until the Chad Daybell stuff starts. I did see a reporter this morning outside the home. There's been no movement from inside the home. The home has been dark all night. And I just hope this isn't going to be another Brian Laundrie move. But it's been dark all night, and there's been no police or anything that have gone there throughout the night. So I think they are waiting to retrieve his remains before any charges or anything. Now, I do have an idea of why they're doing that, because, I mean, either way, she's still, liable. Whoever was in that house, if the baby did just get out, maybe crawled into a garbage can, who knows? I think that they have to wait until they find his body so they can see if there's any trauma done to the child's body before they charge her. I don't know. That's just my guess. And also, if it's true what the grandmother said, that she admitted to putting him in the landfill. We don't know if that's true or not, right? She could have been high on something and just said, "Oh yeah, he's I did it, and he's in the landfill." We don't know what is true and what's not. That's why I believe that they've worded this the way they have. Now, I do know the other children were removed from the home. Now, there is reporters all outside there. One of the reporters this morning had said that there's been no movement whatsoever, and the house has been pitch black. Like, you couldn't see nothing. Like, they showed us. You couldn't see nothing. Okay, let me just... Okay, let me check the ones that I do have here. Okay, still nothing yet, you guys. So it could be a little bit of housekeeping going on. We don't know. So just be patient. You guys, they're always late anyway, so I'm not that concerned. Like I said, for those of you who are just joining, there's been an order vacating the transport of Lori. Her lawyers are in the courtroom. The last I seen from one of the reporters, Chad and his lawyer had just walked into the courtroom. But I am keeping my eye out and looking for other sources also. So there's also, I'm going to have to look these ones up, you guys, but there's also a new superseding order governing courtroom conduct in the Lori and Chad case. Okay, so there's been an order that was made already. And like I said, this is what I mean, you guys. There's so much being done in secret. This was only supposed to be discussed today, but apparently it's already been decided. There is an order that was already made regarding Chad's motion to allow cameras in the courtroom. Before the court is defendant's motion to allow cameras streaming, filed September 29th. It's a response October. So hang on, let me just, on September 15th, blah, 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 blah. So they've denied his motion because they said, because this case is currently joined for the trial with co-defendant case, the court's order revoking authorization of cameras in this case will remain in effect. However, the court notes that a motion to sever the cases is pending and will be argued at a hearing on October 13th, which is today. So if this is, Amy, please, no mentioning other channels or anything here, please. So the judge will revisit it and hear the arguments again if the court case is severed. Amy, I did, and I'm on his page right now, and there's nothing that he is tweeting out at all. So I don't know where you're seeing him reporting live, but I'm on his Twitter, and there is nothing that he is putting out. Nothing. I have only one person that, as far as I know, was able to put anything out. Okay, so there's a little bit more that she was able to put out. She said the court is first taking up a motion filed by a non-party. Okay, so that's why things are pretty quiet right now. Lori Hellis is an author and apparent retired criminal attorney, is asking to unseal documents, transcripts, or recordings of past hearings, believes the court has improperly sealed many documents. She is arguing that there's no way for the public to know what certain orders are because a motion was filed and court ordered sealed. Wants to unseal them so public can know they were properly and legally sealed. So that's why we're not hearing nothing yet. Because they are, right now, the judge is, that's probably why Lori's attorneys are there and Lori isn't. But Chad is there and he's waiting to be able to present his motions because the court is first dealing with that non-party Lori Hellis, an author and apparent retired criminal attorney. So she's fighting to have documents unsealed. So that's why we're not seeing anything regarding Chad right now. And I'm sure Lori's attorneys are there just so they are kept up to date on what they are going to allow Chad and what they're not. So the judge said he will go back and look at a list of sealed documents she wants unsealed, and he will reevaluate that they were not improperly sealed. Oh, I hope you have a good visit, Marie. So, I mean, to me, with the judge saying what he just said, he'll go back and look at the list of sealed documents that this lady wants the courts to unseal, and he will reevaluate that they were not improperly sealed. He's the one that sealed them. So a judge rarely overturns his own decision. And it's solely in his hands. I think an outside, somebody from the outside of this case, not the judge, I think somebody outside of this case should be going over those documents, like another judge or another court personnel, like in a position to do so, should be going over those documents to see if they were properly sealed. Not the same judge that sealed them. Like, he's going to be biased. He's the one that sealed them. A judge is not going to overrule and unseal documents that he sealed himself, if you know what I mean. It's crazy. Talk about bias. Like, who can get a fair? That's like asking a criminal for his own verdict. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's very rare that a judge will overrule his own decision. Very rare. Like, who oversees that he is doing the right thing? You know what I mean? So if there is a question about whether he's doing the right thing or not and sealing these documents properly, it should be somebody from outside of him or his office that goes over that. Like, I don't think he's even going to look at the papers. He's just going to say, my ruling stands. Like, well, wow. So that's what they're dealing with right now, you guys. Okay, she's arguing there is no way for the public to know what certain orders are because a motion was filed and the court sealed it. She wants them unsealed. And the judge is saying again that he will reevaluate and see that they were not improperly sealed. Well, is he going to call himself out? Is he going to reprimand himself for sealing something that shouldn't have been sealed? No, it's not going to happen. This is crazy. Okay, and they're reiterating again that due to a recent ruling from the same judge, Judge Boyce, no cameras or photography are allowed in these court proceedings. Even they even made a request, you guys, to audio record it, and that was denied too. Yeah, he's doing an internal investigation on himself. Like, who does that? Like, that's just like he might as well have just said no or denied her right away. Because that's basically what he's doing by reviewing it himself, his own order. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. No problem, sister. That is more important. Yeah, and so far, you guys, like I'm looking through all the news reporters that generally and usually cover this case. And nobody else is reporting anything out from the courtroom. This is the only one I have found. And she is doing the best that she can, because I don't know if they're even supposed to be doing what they're doing. So okay, so they're just wrapping up this thing with the Lori Hellis thing, who has, for those of you just joining us, they haven't even started on Chad's motions yet. They were taking up an issue from Lori Hellis, and she is the author in that filed a bunch of motions as a non-party to have documents unsealed. They're dealing with that right now. And they're still wrapping, I guess, that up before they start on with what's going on with Chad. And in between that, if you guys, if you don't see me chatting a lot, it's because I'm looking around to see if there's anyone else other than this one reporter that is reporting from the courtroom. As we know, the judge has banned any cameras or anything from the courtroom. Chad Daybell filed a motion to have cameras in the courtroom. That's been denied until his motion today, because he filed a motion to sever. So once the judge makes a ruling on this motion to sever, if he does sever the cases, then he will hear their arguments regarding cameras in the courtroom for just Chad, because Lori's lawyers don't want any cameras. Oh, thank you, Mary Michael. There is going to be news coming out regarding him too at 1 p.m. So far, there's been nothing in 10 minutes, you guys. So there's probably some housekeeping going on now, since they just dealt with that, the motions to unseal documents. Now they should be getting on to Chad's motion to sever and to continue his trial until October. We know that the motions that he filed to have cameras, that's been dealt with. Lori's transport order for today has been vacated. Her attorneys are in the courtroom. And like I said, they just are wrapping up with this ex-party or a non-party motion. And then they will be getting back to Chad's stuff. So yes, it did. That rocked me. Well, the thing that I don't get right now, both of them now have on the court dockets, their trial is scheduled to start March 17th, 2023. I got a Vine message alert for both of them that the January 9th is vacated and a new trial date has been set for March 17th. What that's about, I don't know, because so many things are under seal. That's why if I seem a little confused right now, you guys, it's because I am, because I can't see 90% of the documents. All I see is an order. Well, what's that order? What? So it's kind of hard to follow along and know what is going on when so much of this is sealed. So also just throwing this out there that there was a threat made on social media regarding a school shooting. I don't know how many of you guys knew that. That was in Preston, wherever Preston is. The Preston police are investigating a school shooting threat. And they said that the person responsible for the threat lives in another state. So the FBI is following up and has taken over. So that's something else I will be following along, you guys, to see what's going on. I said Judge Boyce has really cramped down on reporters being able to do anything in this case. Okay, let me just check over here, you guys. Oh my God. Chicago boarding house tenant. I'm just going to go through some of this, you guys, until more stuff comes out of the courtroom regarding the Chad stuff. I am watching that too. Right now, I think they're at a standstill. They're doing some housekeeping. A landlord found dead, dismembered, and the remains in a freezer. Chicago boarding house tenant who recently served an eviction notice has been arrested and charged with killing her landlord, dismembering, and then putting her in a freezer. Wow. Like, this world is going crazy. That could very well be Courtney. As far as I'm concerned, this case should have been severed long ago, you guys. And half of this wouldn't be going on. Initially, the reason why John Pryor wanted such a date so far away was because now they had to deal with, like, they thought their court case was going to be able to go ahead because Lori hadn't been released from the hospital. Then she was, sorry, that was my phone. Then she was released from the hospital and is facing the death penalty also. So now he has to reformat how he was going to do his defense. So he needed more time to go over all that documentation and whatnot. And now that he's had all these months to focus on that and preparing on that, now all of a sudden, oh, she may not be competent again. They got to sever this. They have to sever this because this is getting ridiculous. It's got to go forward. Hello, Christy. That's very possible, Courtney. I'm just getting fed up with things being hidden from the public, which the public has a right to know. So the last I'm hearing right now was the judge was doing some housekeeping. I just checked again, nothing yet. Chad Daybell is there with his attorneys. Lori's attorneys are there. She is not. The order to transport her was vacated late last night. So far this morning, the only thing they've dealt with was Lori Hellis, who is a non-party, who has filed tons of motions to force the judge to start unsealing all these documents that are being sealed. That's what they've dealt with already this morning. Now they're doing some housekeeping. As soon as anything else comes out, I will be looking at that. But I'm also looking for anybody else reporting on it. And so far, I'm not seeing anything. Even, like I said, even Nate is not reporting. So I'm searching through all the social media sites here, seeing if there is anybody else reporting. I agree, Amy. Okay, so as we're waiting for the Chad stuff to be done, their housekeeping there, apparently this morning, okay, so there's a reporter back at the home again this morning where Quentin was last seen. Quentin's grandmother, and here we go. See, and this is why I say, you guys, until it is verified by me, I will not put it on my page. I will tell you what has been verified and put that out, because now Quentin's grandmother told the reporter police believe the little boy is in a landfill. So her saying that he's in a landfill, that hasn't been proven yet. But that's what she puts out on her Facebook, and people just run with it, right? So the state, okay, so here's the latest, you guys. The state did file okay, so they're starting the motions right now, starting with the motion to continue the trial. But Rob Woods filed an objection to Chad Daybell's second motion to sever, says all the stuff we've heard for months. Money inefficiency. Chad won't be prejudiced by it. Case law supports the joinder. There's been no order made on that yet. They're going to be doing that today. The judge is probably even going to take this all into advisement. So they're starting right now with the motion to continue the trial. So let's see if he gets his continuance. I don't know if the judge is going to give an answer on that today, or if he's going to take it under advisement like he generally does. So it is being said that the judge has suspended all matters in the Lori Vallow Daybell murder until her mental competency can be determined. And because the judge has paused all her proceedings, John Pryor is now bringing up, I guess, how that is going to affect him preparing for Chad's trial. And this is one of the reasons they need a continuation and why they are fighting for a motion to sever. For those of you who are following the verdict for the Parkland school shooter, Nicholas Cruz, the jury has reached a verdict, and that's going to be read at 10:30 a.m. their time, I guess. His fate will either be the death penalty or life in prison without parole. So John Pryor is going over his arguments and explaining why he needs more time. Oh my gosh, you guys, the state requests a temporary stay on Chad's case. Lori's case is stayed already, and they are co-defendants, so a stay would allow time to resolve issues in Lori's case and other pending issues and motions. Pryor wants a continuance of trial, not a complete stay on the case. He says a stay would hinder Chad's ability to prep and move forward on defending the case, would negate further motions, including other motions set to be heard today. So what this judge is trying to do now is, or what the state is trying to do, is they want a temporary stay on Chad's case. That's what's just going on right now, a minute ago. They're requesting a stay. Oh my gosh. And by them doing that, everything else that Chad's lawyer wanted to bring up today is null and void. So Pryor wants a continuance of the trial, not a complete stay on the case. He says a stay would hinder Chad's ability to prep and move forward on defending the case, would negate further motions, including other motions set to be heard today. So it's like, this is the state's way of saying, we're not going to let the judge hear your motion to sever because you have a good argument. So we're just going to ask the judge to stay your case for now. Like, this is crazy, you guys. This is crazy. Pryor just said, Pryor calls the request for a stay a clever tactic to get around arguing other motions, including the motion to sever Chad and Lori's case. gosh, you guys. So this is the prosecution asking for a stay in Chad's case. Like this is getting crazy, you guys. This is reminding me of the Barry Morphew case. When you got the prosecutor asking for a stay, and the only reason they're doing that, in my opinion, and then I just seen that Pryor said it too, it's a clever tactic because right now, if he argued his case to sever, he would have to be granted that because it's because of Lori that Chad's rights are now being impinged upon, okay? Because he wants to go to trial. So if they set another trial date for, say, October, even if he did get his trial date for October 2023, and if Lori plays his game again about being incompetent, this trial is never going to go because one is constantly relying on what the other is doing. So Pryor is still arguing that he wants his other motions heard today. He wants a severing in this case. And he's saying that this is the prosecution's way of nullifying his other motions because if there was a stay put, if the judge ordered a stay, then his other motions would not be heard yet. Like there's something going on here, you guys, with this judge. With the judge and the prosecution in this case. Judge says Lori's case is stayed due to competency issues. Okay, well, there you go. We just got word on that. Apparently, there's competency issues again with her. Chad's case does not have those issues, so a stay isn't necessary for him. Judge denies motion to stay Chad's case, and case will move forward procedurally. Good. About time, Judge. So the judge just said no to the prosecution that he's not going to issue a stay in Chad's case. The judge denied that motion to stay Chad's case, and the case will move forward. So let's see if he's going to get his motion to continue. So now they are going to hear the motion to sever and the motion to continue. The motion that Chad filed to have cameras in the courtroom has been denied until the judge rules on the motion to sever. If the judge does sever the cases, then he can bring back that motion again to have cameras in the courtroom. Yeah, thank God. I don't know if he heard me screaming from here. And I've got puppy brain fog right now, you guys. It's a real thing, I'm telling you. He is sleeping so quietly right beside me on his doggy bed. Perfect. But I get all out of sorts because I'm worried about what he's doing. Is he going to hurt himself? Is he eating something he shouldn't? I'm getting rid of some of my plants just to be safe. So it's like puppy fog brain. So sorry if I'm a little off today. And I haven't been sleeping good because I've been worried about him. And every time he went, I'd jump up to make sure he was all right. It's crazy. I don't know what I just did to myself, but he's worth it. feel bad for this reporter because I'm the only one that's interacting with her. And I know how much work this is, you guys. And thank God for her because she's the only one that's in this courtroom sending out information. Okay, so John Pryor says, Judge, you have a case where one defendant gets strung along indefinitely, waiting for someone else to be competent for trial. Boyce said that would infringe on Chad's constitutional right, so the motion to stay is denied. Motion to continue the trial is now being discussed. State has no objection to a continuance. So he'll probably be granted his continuance. The one I am anxious to hear about right now, you guys, is the motion to sever. I do think that he is going to put out a good fight for that. But I don't think that, like right now, we're getting automatic responses from the judge on a lot of these motions. I think the motion to sever, he's going to take it under advisement. I pray we get that answer right now, but I don't think so. But let's see. We'll see. I've been wrong before. So the state has no objection to the continuance. So I do believe that the judge will grant that. Okay. I'm so thankful that puppy brain fog is real. I have it too. Grimy River says, puppy brain fog is real. I have it too. Christy, have you not seen him? There's a picture of him on my community tab, and his name is Gucci. And I named him Gucci because the owner of Gucci is a billionaire, and I knew that Gucci was going to cost me a lot of money, but he is priceless. So that's why I named him Gucci. I almost changed his name yesterday to Trouble. And it seemed, I call him Gucci, and he just like kind of like ignores me. Okay, he does. He totally ignores me. But I say Trouble, and he looks right at me. So he may get a name change. I don't know. What do you guys think? And I did have him up on screen also, Christy, at the beginning of this live. I put him on screen so everybody could see. Oh, okay, let's see what else is here. Oh, that was me. Okay. Oh, gosh, you guys. Like I said, I'm all over the place. It's lack of sleep. It's worry about the puppers. Well, she hasn't said yet, but okay, so the seventh, the severance is being talked about. So maybe he's withholding so far his ruling on the motion to continue until he rules on the motion to sever, maybe. Because if he does sever it, then that is a whole new ball game for a well, it would be continued at that point anyway. But I think he may be waiting to answer on the motion to continue until he hears the argument for the motion to sever, which makes sense in my head anyway right now. And my head's a brain fog right now, so I could be wrong. But let's see what's said here. As we're waiting on that, let me go check over here and see if there's anything else that's come out regarding little Quentin. Okay, so you guys who have been following the Parkland shooter case, the jury has recommended life in prison without the possibility of parole. For those of you who have been following the Parkland school shooter case. Okay, so as far as the Quentin case, as we're waiting, you guys, for more information on the Chad thing, I'm going to also be bringing to you updates as they happen on the other cases. Quentin Simon case, K9s have now been deployed again as a frantic search for missing Georgia Tot ensues. The K9s have just been deployed. Okay, let me click on this real quick. Okay. So all we know right now is K9s have been deployed again in a frantic search for the Tot. Oh, Crimea River, he already is. I know things will get better as he settles. He's a lot more settled today than he has been for the last couple days. So Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland school shooter, has been spared the death penalty and is sentenced to life in prison with no parole. How much does he weigh, Compute? He's 3.5 pounds. Nicholas Cruz, I believe his name is, the Parkland school shooter. Nicholas Cruz spared the death penalty for killing 17 students and staff at Parkland School. Dawn. Nicholas Cruz. Good morning, Fruit Fly. Okay, let's get back over here and see if anything else has come out. I know they are discussing the motion to continue the trial, and they're discussing the motion to sever at the same time, because one is going to work in tandem with the other, right? If he gets the severance, then they'll be able to pick their trial date, and they're going to have to go through on that date. I agree. He looks young. I didn't follow that case, so yeah. So the motion to continue trial is being discussed. The state has no objection to continuing it. The state just lost their bid to try and stay Chad's case. And yes, you heard that right. For you, those who are just joining us, the prosecution tried to stay Chad's case. Lori's case has now been stayed. There's been issues with her competency again. So her case is totally on hold again. There's a stay that's been issued in her case. Then the prosecution turned around and tried to enter a stay on Chad's, and the judge said no. So, also another order that's been issued already is regarding the cameras in the courtroom regarding Chad's case. It's been denied. The judge said he would revisit it again if his case is severed from Lori's. Then the judge would revisit that. But as it is right now, it's been denied. So we're just waiting now for an update. There's only one person that I have found, thank God for this lady, who is giving us information coming out of the courtroom as it happens. We can't obviously see it because the judge has ordered a ban on all video streaming cameras. They cannot even audio record. Okay, the judge says we can't just show up in Ada County when we want. It's when they are available. The judge cites all the prep work and time that's gone into preparing for this trial already. Judge says Ada County is busy with its own cases and a continuance could cause a lengthy delay. So I think the judge is going to say, Lori's case has stayed, so we're back to square one. You've been having all this time to prepare your case. The only reason you were going to ask for a continuance was because of all this added information that came in when Lori was found competent again. Now that she is not competent again and her case has been stayed again, I think the judge is going to say we're going ahead in January, or the March 17th court case that I've seen has been put up there. And he may sever the cases. That's what I'm thinking right now, but let's watch and see. As things come out, I will let you guys know. So far, what I am getting is like the feeling that I'm getting is that the judge is going to probably sever these cases, but I also think that he may tell them that too bad, you're going ahead either January or March. Let's see what he says. He seems to be wanting to make orders right away, which is nice to see. I think he's been rattled a little bit by this Lori Hellis that has been putting in all these motions to have things unsealed. I think that could be the fire under his butt. Okay, so the judge asks if Chad is aware of a lengthy delay and what it entails, such as more time in custody. Pryor says his client is aware and okay with it. He says they need development of evidence and discovery issues resolved before they go to trial. I think the judge may give him a little bit of a continuance, and I think it's going to be to that March 17th date, because I see that there is a trial date set for March 17th. So they may vacate the January 9th. It's already been vacated for Lori. I think they may vacate the January 9th date for Chad also. But like what the judge is saying is, look at Ada County's already being prepared for months for this trial to start. There's a whole slew of things that they've got to get in order in another county. There's logistics that the prosecution and the defense and the families of the victims have had to plan ahead. Like if they want to come and view this every day, there's motel rooms that had to be set up and reserved and all kinds of stuff. So getting a delay is really, and changing the date is really going to send things into chaos again, you guys. That's what I'm afraid of, is that this may be put off even more than a year if they don't go with the date that they've already got set for Chad. The trial. Oh, Amy and myself and I. Amy, the trial is going to be held there. That's not going to change. What they're fighting about now is the date, and I do believe that Ada County is going to need months to prepare. There's going to be extra security, logistics, moving cases out of courtrooms and into other courtrooms, and making sure that the people there are safe and protected and whatnot with transportations and stuff like that. The jury, like there's so much logistics that go into this behind the scenes to now set this trial date and then change it would be crazy. The state just said that there is some outstanding evidence in the case that neither party has yet. The judge is wondering about a timeline for that evidence in regards to a January trial. Yeah, he's trying to keep it at January, you guys. And I think he has full intentions of keeping this trial set for January 9th. I am so happy that I found this lady, even with my puppy brain. I searched for an hour and a half, you guys, all over Facebook, Twitter, everywhere, looking, news stations, everything, looking for somebody who is going to be giving us information from the courtroom. And this is the only one I have found. So thank God I was able to find her. Because all the major players that have been covering this, aren't reporting from the courtroom on it. They're just going to give a news brief later on. So you guys are lucky to be here to hear this first. It's a good question, Courtney. Amy, what is the feel from Ada County where this case is concerned? What are the people feeling there? What are their thoughts on it? Comptoot says, it's crazy weather up there, to change would be nuts. Yeah, I do think the judge is going to try and force this to go through in January. If not, I do see a court date for March 17th. I don't know what that's for, but it says trial. It says trial. I got to give her kudos, you guys, and really thank her, because without this, you guys would not have this updated information. And I wonder what this outstanding evidence is that nobody has yet. I'm assuming that it's got to be some kind of forensics that hasn't come back yet, because the state says there is some outstanding evidence in the case that neither party has yet. Now, this could also be, if you remember back to last month, the prosecution filed motions to do some DNA testing on certain items. It could be that they don't have that DNA testing back. So Amy, who lives in the area where this trial is going to be held, says, I don't hear a lot of people talking about the trial here. I'm very interested and would love to be in the courtroom when they finally do go to trial. Oh, Amy, if you go in there, you got to email me and let me know. But I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I'm crossing my fingers that Chad has filed a motion to have cameras for his trial. So if they do sever this, he may get his wish. So we may be able to watch it live. Oh my God, what did I tell you? I told you. Judge will take arguments and info under advisement and will issue a decision on whether or not to continue the trial at a later date. Says court will issue a decision by the 28th. So that's regarding to continue the trial or not. So what he's probably going to do is he's probably going to contact the courts and everything to see what kind of uproar everything's going to be put in if they've got to change the date. So let's wait and see what they're going to say now about the motion to sever. But I'm having an odd suspicion that they are going to do, and I called this right at the beginning. I thought that he was going to take this all under advisement and issue an order, but he has made orders on certain things. But the decision on whether or not to continue the trial at a later date, he's going to take that under advisement. So now I'm waiting to see what he's going to say regarding the severing. So there will be, let me just mark that down, you guys, so I don't forget. You know, my brain, my memory. Okay, so motion to continue. Order by 28th. Okay, so now we're waiting on the motion to sever. So the motion to continue, he's taking that under advisement and he will make an order on that by the 28th of October. And a motion to sever, we are waiting on that. Sorry, you guys. Mary, we're not, yes, thank you for the mods removing that. This is not, I don't care what the grandmother is saying, because as of right now, and nothing against you, Mary Michael, This is why I don't allow stuff like that in the chat, because she's gone back on that now, and the grandmother is saying something different now. So I'll wait for, there's going to be a press conference in 45 minutes. Hopefully this is done. I'll start a new live on the press conference, so you guys can see the press conference. Gucci is being so good. Okay, let's see. Anything new yet? We're waiting now on what the judge is going to. Okay, next motion. Pryor is asking for the grand jury transcript. He believes there may have been witnesses in this case that offered testimony at that grand jury proceeding. And if that's possible evidence related to Chad's case, he needs that transcript. And he's citing the rules of discovery. So nothing yet regarding the motion to sever. And that's what we are waiting for. So Boise, Idaho is the capital of Idaho, and in Ada County. Okay, so Boise is in Ada County, but it's the capital of Idaho. Fremont County is more rural than Ada County, and most people there know each other through the church. Yeah, and I think the judge and the prosecutor are also part of that church. From what I've heard, it's not been verified, so but it's what I've heard. Yeah. I try and remove them if I see them, Mary. It's just I don't trust a thing that comes out of this grandmother's mouth or the daughter's mouth at this point. So this could have been just a rage that she went on to throw them off. I don't know. But until things come out verified, they'll be removed. Nothing personal against you, my dear. Yes, Letitia has court this afternoon. And I don't know if I will be able to go live with that one because the puppy, when I bought Gucci, he's looking right at me. When I bought him, he already had his second shot scheduled for today at the vet's. So I have to take him, and it's like a 30-minute drive away to get him his needles, his second set. So he's there. Parvo was going around a lot here with the puppies in my area, so I've been very leery on taking him out anywhere because of that. Until he gets his booster for the parvo, he's not fully safe, you know what I mean? So, and then they said, 2 weeks from the date of the shot, then he should be good to go. But so for now, I've been just running around in my backyard with him, and I mean, he's tiny. It's only 3.5 pounds, so he has lots of room to run around out there and up and down my stairs in my house. And he follows me everywhere. I go upstairs, go to the bathroom. He's right on my tail. Anywhere I go in the kitchen, I go in my office. He's all over with me. So a lot of people think that, Christy. A lot of people think that. It's okay, Rosie. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so now they're talking about the Jangery. Oh my gosh, Willow, smarten up, wake up. They're talking about this grand jury proceeding that happened in December that has, from what I've seen from the court filings, is they said that it had nothing to do with Chad. But they're saying, Prior now is saying that it's possible that there was evidence that was discussed or related to Chad's case, and he needs to see that transcript. So I don't know how much they're going to talk about that. If it doesn't involve Chad, then they can't discuss it anyway, because anything outside of the grand jury, they're not supposed to discuss or disclose. So even more so if it has nothing to do with him. This could be another arrest that they were going to try and get. We don't know, because it's all done in secret. The grand jury is always done in secret. So I'm just checking for the other. Florida bodybuilder accused of killing his ex-wife. Oh my gosh, you guys. People are blowing up on the Quentin Simon. They're saying comments like, I don't understand how she can even be on Facebook speaking so easily about the poor baby. How could they treat him like this? Nothing has been, I'm not crazy at all about this grandmother or the mother. And how she can say some of the things, like especially about the pool. Apparently she put out something regarding, does anybody know who can help me fix my pool? Because I guess they drained the pool and everything, looking to see if the baby had gone into the pool. And now she's more concerned about her pool than anything else. So yeah, I'm disgusted by that. And that's regarding the Quentin Simon. But right now, I know the canines have been deployed again, and they are actively searching again. Right now, they are fighting about the grand jury documents, and I'm still waiting to hear back on the severance. I can show you guys this while we're waiting on updates. This is the last picture that they have. This is Quentin's mother. So like I said, as we're waiting for more to come out regarding the Chad Daybell, I just wanted to show you this. And this is what the grandmother is stating, but it hasn't been proven yet. So, but I just wanted to show you the picture. She's hiding her face. So let's go back over here, see if there's anything else that's come out yet. Okay, so now I believe they are discussing the severance. The grand jury transcript is not going to be available for Chad Daybell. It doesn't have anything to do with him, and grand jury transcripts are sealed. And for those of you just joining so far, Chad was denied the cameras in the courtroom, but the judge also stated that if he does win his motion to sever, that he would revisit that. Also, here goes my memory. The judge has heard the arguments for continuing the trial, and he's going to give his order under advisement. But what I am feeling from that is the judge is going to try and force it for January because of the logistics. And I went over that. You'd have to watch the replay. The replay will be going unlisted or private for a bit once I'm done here. And that's so it can upload and I can get the description and tags and everything in it. And then it will be available again for you guys. So the judge has taken the arguments regarding to continue the trial under advisement. We're now waiting for his decision regarding the severance. The grand jury transcript, he's not going to get. Also, the prosecution had asked for a stay in Chad's case, and the judge denied it. So that's already been ordered denied. Okay, so Judge Boyce states, the law states grand jury proceedings are entitled to secrecy and confidentiality laws. Judge says some ambiguously here. Going into chambers to discuss whether anything in the transcript has any bearing on Chad's case. Taking another brief recess. So they're taking a brief recess here, you guys. Okay, so they're in brief recess. Okay, so while they're in brief recess, let's go back and see if we have anything new here. What's this? Hang on, guys. I don't think the press conference has started yet. It's only 12:30. They're supposed to start that in half an hour regarding Quentin. So what I'll do, you guys, oh my gosh, this is going to be, okay, hang on. Okay, let me go to their page here. Everybody is asking where it's going to be streamed, and they're not answering. So I don't know if it's going to be here, so I'll keep this open. Media, maybe here, media. Okay, and I'm going to also go and open their website. And what I will do, oh boy, I better get my earpods ready. Hang on a sec, you guys. Let me just get ready here. Make sure my Bluetooth is on. Make sure my Bluetooth is off on my phone. So what I will do is, because this is going to run in tandem, what I will do is I will cover the, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? What I'll do is I will play it for you guys during these proceedings, or do you want me just to start another live on it once this is finished, or do you want me to run it in tandem with this and then just pause it when there's updates in Chad's case? It's up to you guys. No, Dawn, you probably didn't lose sound. I've been bouncing all over here trying to get all kinds of information out to you guys. We've got whatever you want, either, or pause for updates. I could run it in tandem, so when I get new updates, in the Chad case, I can just pause. Oh my God, stop. Let me just turn off my sound here, you guys. Okay, now where was I? I can just pause the presser and tell you what's going on in the court with Chad, or I can just do a whole new live on it. Just looking for updates, you guys. Okay, so apparently they are still in chambers in the Chad Daybell case. So I'm just looking up other stuff here, you guys, for use to keep you up to date on other things that are going on. No, Charlie, her case has been stayed again due to her competency. And then the prosecution tried to have Chad's case stayed, and the judge denied it. Yeah, I do think that Lori Hellis is the one that finally put the fire under this judge's behind. I can't record it. I'm on StreamYards. I can't record and be on this at the same time. Sorry, you guys, my allergies are through the roof right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I apologize. I've got to leave here at about 3:15, so in about 2.5 hours I got to leave here, and it's a good 30 to 40 minute drive away. So yes, the transport order for Lori was vacated. Her case has been stayed, so she will not be appearing at any more of these court hearings until her competency is brought back again, I guess. And right now, you'd have to go back and start watching from the beginning, but the judge has made some orders today already regarding the motion that Chad put in regarding wanting cameras for his case. The judge said that he denied that, but he will revisit it again if the cases are severed. The judge also denied the prosecution's motion to stay Chad's case. To continue the motion to continue Chad's case, the judge has taken that under advisement and will issue an order regarding that by October 28th. Now we are waiting for the judge's order regarding the grand jury transcripts. They've gone into chambers for some reason regarding that, even though it's been stated that those transcripts and the grand jury was not held for Chad. So we're waiting on that, and we're also still waiting on the judge's decision on the motion to sever. So that's what we're waiting on right now. They've gone into chambers to discuss a few things. So as soon as they come out of chambers, this should be rolling again. They've been in chambers for about 15 minutes now. So I don't see it taking very much longer. Okay, so while they're in chambers, you guys, give me a couple minutes. I just got to run the dog outside quick because she's got to pee. I will be right back. Okay, you guys. There's Gucci. Sit, sit. Look up, look up, look up. There's Gucci. There's my little fur ball. And he did very good. He went out and he went pee-pee. So there we go. So for those of you who want to see Gucci, there he is. There he is. He's just a tiny little ball of fur. He's like 3 pounds. Well, you see the size of my hands. Here's my 2 hands. Okay. He's scared. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, so that was Gucci. Okay, let me see. And he peed real quick this time. I am so impressed with him. Nothing yet back, so they're still in chambers. They are still in chambers. What's this? Okay. Don't mind me, you guys. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get some of this hair off me while we're waiting. He is shedding bad. I will have to give him a good brush later. All right. Yes, he is. He's finally getting the hang of it. As soon as he wakes up, I take him out. What you doing, Pumpkin? Come here, Gooch. Yes, so he is getting it. Pooping, he's pooped outside all the time, but it's the pee-pee thing that he's been having a hard time with. But that's okay. He's getting there. Okay, so I'm just looking to see if there's any other updates on the other cases. Okay, let's go back here. Anything yet? Court is still on break, waiting for Judge Boyce to return. So they've been in chambers. It's saying court is on break still, waiting for Judge Boyce to return. So I'm assuming that the lawyers are back in the courtroom, but Judge Boyce is not. So we are waiting for Judge Boyce to come back in now. Yeah. This is so cute. He is just so adorable, you guys. He wants to come and sit up here with me. Okay. I think that they are evaluating her again, or she's gone in for some kind of treatment. But they have stayed her case again. So the prosecution also wanted to stay Chad's case, and the judge said absolutely not. Yeah, like we're all confused because there's been so much secrecy in this case and so much things that are sealed, and you can't possibly follow along or know what each and everything is going to be about because they black everything out so you can't even see. We know that there's a motions hearing, but we don't know what it's about 90% of the time lately until it's actually happening and we get somebody in the courtroom that's letting us know what's happening. Thank God that I did find this one lady she seems to be the only one that is reporting stuff out from the courtroom. So I'm glad that I found her, and kudos to her. I've given her a lot of praise, so really appreciative. Oh, Rosie, the best. Okay, hang on. Let me just get it. Yes. Go eat your foods. Come on, there's your lunch. Eat your lunch. I'll show you it. Rosie says, where is she? There, Rosie says that her bed is covered in cat hair. They're shedding the winter coats. This is what I got. This thing here. This is rubber, and you roll it back and forth like this, and all the hair gets trapped in here. And then you just take the hair out of here, and you roll that back and forth over top of your couch or whatever. I love these things. They are great. So just thought I'd share that with you. What you doing? Come on, eat your lunch. Ugh, I just got dog food under my fingernail. Ugh. Oh, you have one of those? Okay, so let me refresh this, see if there's anything new. Still waiting for the judge to come back in. Yeah, I picked up a piece that I mix a little bit of wet stuff in with his puppy dry stuff. And when I picked it up off the floor, some of the wet stuff got under my fingernail. It was like, ew. It's better than sticking your finger in poop, that's for sure. Just missed the dog hair remover thing. Oh, did you want to see the dog hair remover thing, Mary Michael? I could show it to you again if you like. Yeah, he tried to have Chad's case stayed also. And I think he did that. So if the prosecution asks for a stay, I don't know what grounds they would use for that. Like he's competent. Then they could try and keep the cases together, right? It's a back door, and it was kind of shady the way he tried to do that. Mary Michael, did you want to see it again? I can show you it. I love these things too. I'll show you this. For getting fur off of clothes, this double-sided thingamajiggy, it works perfect. Oh, Mary Michael. Yeah, it could have been worse, guys. It could have been worse. Rob Wood is not challenged one delay or postponement and agreed to no cameras. Weird way of representing the people. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of upset about that too. when he agreed to the no cameras, it should be open and transparent. And yeah, that was kind of irritating that he decided that that would be okay. I don't think 90% of the people wanted that. Like, I think that we should be able to see anything that's going on in any of these cases if we so choose. Oh, yes, this thing here works great for taking hair off. And I'm wearing a black sweatshirt, so. All right, let's go back over here, see if this judge is back yet. Okay, the court is back on record. Boyce grants the motion to disclose the grand jury transcript to the defense. What? So Boyce just granted prior his motion to disclose the grand jury transcript to the defense. Will not be disclosed publicly. Oh, wow. All right. So they're going to get a copy of it. So there must have been something in there that maybe the prosecution was trying to keep quiet. I don't know. Like, that's not good. What is he doing? He's got a little tiny little ball the size of a golf ball, and he's trying to get it in his mouth, and he can't because his mouth won't open that wide. Still looking, you guys. Okay. So now they should be making some kind of decision regarding this motion to sever. That's the only thing we're waiting on now is the motion to sever. Amy, if and when Lori does go to trial, there will be no cameras at all for the trial, no matter where it's held. As far as no cameras for Chad, right now the judge has said no cameras for his trial either, even though he wants the cameras there, because right now the trials are joined with him and Lori. So he's already ruled that no cameras for granted Lori's motion for no cameras. So he couldn't very well grant it for Chad when he's already said no for Lori. But if he happens to sever the cases, then Chad could bring that motion back to have cameras. Sorry, you guys. I had to take his harness off him because he was getting his mouth stuck in it. Still nothing yet, but they should be coming back with something now on the motion to sever. Yes, Queenie, I've already reported that he's got life without parole. Yeah, he's doing an internal investigation on himself. Like, all right. Okay, so let me get my earbuds in here, you guys, and I'll give you updates to what I'm hearing. Okay.
Suspect in Quentin's disappearance and death. We have not made an arrest or filed any charges at this time. From the moment we received the 911 call reporting Quentin missing, we have conducted an exhaustive search for him. Sadly, we still have not found Quentin. But our search and our investigation will continue, and it will continue with every available resource we have in order to give Quentin's family closure and see that justice is served in this case. I would like to thank the FBI for their invaluable expertise and assistance during our search and for the help they will continue to provide moving forward. We know that millions of people fell in love with Quentin Simon the moment they saw his face and learned of his disappearance. We have seen the outpouring of love and concern for this child and the outpouring of grief at the latest developments in this case. The men and women of the Chatham County Police Department share that same sadness, but we also feel very determined to keep working as hard as we can and for as long as we have to find Quentin. Now, Special Agent Clark will have some comments, and then I'll return with some closing statements.
Okay, this is from Matt.
Good afternoon.
Blanc,
My name is Will Clark. I am the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent in charge of the FBI's Savannah and Brunswick offices. From the moment the FBI became involved in this investigation, our primary goal was to assist the Chatham County Police Department in bringing Quentin home.
Okay. So they've still not found him, you guys. I'm listening. I'll give you updates. There's still nothing new on the Chad Daybell. So if Judge Boyce grants extensions and delays, he should only allow both sides to finish with JJ and Tyler, allow them to be released. Yeah. Okay, it's still showing you guys. Court is back on the record. Boyce grants motion to disclose the grand jury transcript to the defense. There's nothing else that's come out yet. I'm going to mute for a minute, you guys, while I'm watching anything new coming out for Chad, because my dog is playing with a squeaky toy. Okay, I think he's done squeaking. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering about the update regarding Quentin Simpson, the little 20-month-old, the reporters are asking a lot of questions of the sheriff, asking why the landfill, and all he is saying is they've asked if he's been found yet, and they said no. They're not going to charge her. They only got one shot at charging her, so I do believe that they will wait until they find little Quentin before they arrest and charge her. Right now, they're saying that they had information that led them there. That doesn't mean that that's where he is. Okay. So, like I said, I think that this could have been just, her being high as you know what, and maybe just spurting something like that out just to shut people up. I don't know. So, yeah, that. The little squeaker boy, he's got such a tiny little mouth. He's playing with his little stuffed lamb now. It has a squeaker in it, but I don't think he's found it yet. But he's laying on the carpet by the door now, just playing with his little lamb. There's still nothing regarding Chad's case yet. The last thing posted here, let me just see here. Yeah, the last thing that was posted was that the court's back on the record and that the judge granted the grand jury transcripts. So I'm sure right now they've probably discussed a bunch of stuff back in chambers, and they're probably now discussing this severance. Rosie says that squeaker would be demolished in 2 minutes at my house. He is good. He is so good. I gotta go and see what he's doing. I should name you Trouble. I should change your name to Trouble. What are you doing with my slipper? He's got my slipper. My slipper is almost as big as he is. Here, take your lamb. Oh my gosh, he's so cute, you guys. So sorry for the interruptions with Puppers, but Puppers comes first. And there's not much until he gets used and gets into a schedule. There's not much I can do. He usually comes out. He's got his lamb again on the carpet. That's good. I consider it gone. He'll get into a schedule. He'll get used to, like, I'm not going nowhere. I think he's got a little bit of separation anxiety that goes on, because whenever I do even leave the room, he's right on my tail. But he's gotten better since yesterday. He's gotten a lot better. He was good today. No accidents in the house. So I'm happier than a pig in poop. I'd be even happier if we got an update over here. And nothing yet. Let me just go check over here and see what else has come out. Okay. Alex McDonough. Alex Murdaugh. The Attorney General has announced that his murder trial for killing his wife and his son will start on January 30th, 2023 and last until February 17th. Well, that's quick. So his is going. Cuteness interruptions permitted. Oh, thank you. I'm still watching you guys over here and refreshing to make sure I'm not missing anything coming out of the court. I'm just glad that I found this girl and we have at least that. Maybe a little slow with things coming out, but at least we have that. Yeah, they are still saying that they believe Quentin's mother is responsible for his death. It's just finding him and tying her to doing however they find him. And there's not much else. Everybody's talking about what the sheriff's office just said regarding Quentin. And we really don't know much more than what we already knew. But when I am watching this, okay, what's this? 15 seconds ago. This is it. Okay, so this is the next thing that come out. After a discussion on a motion for bill of particulars, we are now hearing a motion to sever Chad and Lori's cases. So they're just hearing that motion now. And I can almost guarantee you that the judge is going to take that under advisement too. I don't think he's going to decide right now whether he's going to sever them or not. He already took the motion for continuance under advisement, unless he's just waiting for these arguments for the motion to sever, and then he'll make his decision on whether he's going to put the trial out or not. If he severs the cases, then I think he's going to tell them you're going ahead on January 9th, because now you don't have all that extra stuff with Lori to deal with. So that's what I think, you guys. But we'll see. They're hearing it right now, so hopefully we have an answer on the motion to sever, and that should tell us a lot about the continuance. Because I do feel, and that's just my opinion, that if the judge grants the motion to sever, then he's going to tell them, no, be ready for January. So let's just see. I am watching to see if she posts anything else. John Pryor is usually pretty much to the point. He usually doesn't drag out what he wants to say. The prosecution, on the other hand, could drag it out a little bit, but I think if he gives a decision on the motion to sever, then he will quickly make a decision on the motion to continue, unless he has to talk with Ada court personnel to find out if that's an option. Don't forget, they put Ada County out and put them in a real predicament when they transferred the case to Ada County. So Ada County since then has been... What are you doing? This dog. Ada County had to really juggle around a lot of other cases and get extra security and get all the logistics all set up for this January 9th. So if the judge goes back and says, oh, well, we want to change it now to another date, I think Ada County is going to say, you know what? We can't have your case here then. That's what I would say if I was Ada County. Sorry, we can't accommodate you here. Oh, crap. There she is. Okay. Sorry, you guys, if you can hear that. That is my dog scratching at my carpet that I put down for the winter. I'm sorry. Rosie says, Willow will no longer be speaking to Spirit. She'll be speaking to Gucci. Gucci! Do you really need airtime? Seriously? He comes running right over to me like, look what I did. Okay, come here. Come and sit up here with me so you will be quiet, hopefully. Okay, so here's the next thing that has come out. Due to briefs filed by state yesterday and on the issue and some discussion in chambers, John Pryor asked motion to sever be heard another day. Give Pryor time to respond to the state's motions that were filed yesterday. Another motion hearing is currently being set for November 10th. The severance motion will be taken up then. Okay, let me get this written down. I hate when they do that. Okay, so November 10th. So I don't know, you guys, what these state filed motions are because they are sealed. So this has now been put off again until November 10th. So they're not going to, and I think John Pryor did that on purpose because he wants to know what the judge is going to say about the continuance first. And he's supposed to have that answer in by the 28th. So I think they're playing games with each other a lot. But we'll see. Like, I don't know how the judge can rule on the motion for continuance until he's ruled on the motion for severance, because the motion to sever is really going to define when this court case should be going ahead, if it should go ahead for the January date or if it should be put off. So I can see him now saying, well, then I'm going to hold off my advisement on the continuance until after the severance. I can see that becoming an issue. Let's just see what's said here after that, if anything yet. So I just sent her a message. It's like, wow. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, and it's only my opinion, you guys, I don't think the judge will make a ruling on the motion to continue until he's made a ruling on the motion to sever. That's why I think he put his order or his decision under advisement so he could hear the motion to sever. This is crazy. Like, this is such a waste of time. It's crazy. This whole case is crazy. They are. They're playing games with each other. And it's like, okay, well, you want to do that? Well, this is what we're going to do. We don't want to hear the motion to sever today then. We're going to set another date for that. So there's another motion hearing set for November 10th, but the judge is supposed to make his ruling by the 28th of October on the continuance. The continuance is going to rely on the motion to sever. So it's like, oh. Yeah, remand is much better than prison, absolutely. But they're playing games with each other. Okay, so that's it, you guys, for today. Everything else has been ruled on. The continuance is supposed to be by advisement, and he said that he'd have that order out by October 28th. I don't see how he's going to do that until he hears the motion to sever. But the motion to sever now is not going to be heard until November 10th. So I don't know. That's where things are at right now. We'll see if we even get that continuance, the order for continuance on by the 28th. I think that he's going to reserve his judgment on that until after the motion to sever. But from what it looks like, this is all they had on the docket today. So I don't want to keep you guys any longer until they battle about it. But I do believe that that's the last thing on the list today. So it's probably going to be adjourned right now. And hang on a sec. Hang on. I just had to, because this reporter just said, well, where's the motion about Chad's trial being live streamed? So I just wanted to send her a message to let her know that there's already an order that's been filed regarding that. So I do believe that that's going to be the end of it today, you guys. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. I've got a whack of stuff to do before I got to leave to go to the vets. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. I will be posting later on my community tab when I get back from the vets. Just to let you guys know, this will probably be gone private for about 30 minutes, and then it will be back up for you guys to view again. Thank you to my mods for being here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for being here and following along with this with me. Anything else that I do find out regarding this, if anything else pops up, keep an eye on my community tab, because I do post a lot there instead of drawing you guys into a live for, something that I can just post and you guys can see it right away. Okay. And the Letitia Stout thing, I will also post about that later on. I will not be here to cover that live. I do not think we'll be able to live stream it anyway. So once I find out what's going on with that, I will let you guys know. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you, mods. You are amazing. Until the next time, you guys, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.